Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through how I prepare for my big races, especially the one that I've got tomorrow, which is the Royal Parks Half Marathon. Pretty crappy number if you ask me, but that doesn't matter. Today's video is going to be basically trying to help you add up these little 1% that are going to help get you into that kind of really proper race mode, race quality, race fitness on that start line. So this is kind of the 24 to 72 hours before the race, the things I do and the things that I think you should do as well. So sit back, relax, and let's go through my 72-hour routine before the race. So guys, this is all about leading up to my big race, which is typically on a Sunday. So what I've done is I've broken down each individual day, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, and also Sunday as well, for 3 key points that you're going to want to focus on in each of those days, so that hoping that you get up on that Sunday, on that run day, that race day, and you don't feel too shabby at all. So anyway, let's get into it, shall we? So Thursday, the first of my 3 points is going to be taper session. So you're going to want to do a nice little taper workout, something that's going to be getting up to that kind of almost that race pace, but you're not doing a voluminous session. It's going to be kind of like 10 to 15 minutes of volume maximum. So what I like to do is I do 10-minute tempo and then 10 by 15 second strides. That's what I like to do, gets the legs moving and just gets me prepped for race day so I don't feel too sluggish. The second of the 3 points is going to be massage. I like to get a massage on the Thursday. 3 days out from the marathon, it gives me time to recover from the massage, but also gives me that fresh leg feeling when it comes to race day. So luckily I live with a massage therapist, so Harry, I don't have to pay the normal prices of massage therapists. I just slide him a tenner, you know. It's not what you know, it's who you know. But yeah, no, so I like to get a massage on the Thursday, and I recommend that you do too, but I wouldn't get it any later than the Thursday just because your body does need to recover from it. And the third and final point for that Thursday is going to be sleep. Sleep is going to be super important on 3 days out from the marathon, from the race. Any race that you're doing, doesn't have to be a marathon. But yeah, getting that 8 to 10 hours is going to be super key for your big day, for your big race. So yeah, they're my 3 points: taper workout, massage, sleep. So guys, moving on to Friday, I've got another 3 points for you just to keep it nice and simple. The first one is going to be carb loading, so you're going to want to make sure that a lot of your meals on this day are starting to be a lot higher in carbs. We're talking rice, pasta, potatoes, sandwiches, that sort of thing, a lot of bread, if you can stomach bread. I know some people can't. The second is going to be rest. So this, it kind of includes sleep as well, but in terms of just making sure that you're taking the time to give the body a chance to recover and recuperate from your busy week at work, your busy week of training, whatever it is. So don't be afraid to rest in the days leading up to the race. You're not going to lose any fitness, and if you think you are, you're an idiot. So yeah, you're going to be absolutely fine. And then the third and final key point I've got for this Friday is electrolytes. So many people neglect electrolytes. I've mentioned electrolytes to a lot of my massage clients before, and they go, what's an electrolyte? And I'm like, whoa. Whoa, say that again. Like, you need to make sure that you're getting these electrolytes, these salts, potassium, zinc, magnesium, all of these good salts into your body to help stop fatigue, but also stop cramps as well. But yeah, make sure you're getting your electrolytes in. They're my 3 points for Friday. Let's move on to Saturday. So guys, moving on to Saturday, the 3 points for me are going to be meal timings. So I like to have my meals at certain times on the race day before, and I'll explain that in just a second. The second is going to be making sure that you have a nice little shakeout run, so get you feeling nice and kind of springy and kind of ready to go on race day, but not too tired. And the third is obviously going to be sleep. Again, sleep is a really key one. I can't kind of make it clear enough how important sleep is. But anyway, when I talk about meal timings, I like to have early meals on this day. So I have my breakfast pretty early, I'll have my lunch pretty early, and then I have my dinner pretty early, so that then when I wake up on the Sunday morning, the day of the race, I don't feel like I've got kind of like my dinner still left in my stomach, if that makes sense. So that means I'll be eating my breakfast kind of before 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll have my lunch between 12-ish, as close to 12 as I can get it, and then dinner is between 5 and 6, and for me that's pretty early. So then when I'm in bed by kind of 10 o'clock, the food's pretty much digested already, and then I feel good when I wake up and I don't feel too heavy. So yeah, the second point that I mentioned, guys, was doing a shakeout run. So this can be anything. I choose to do park run, just a nice 5k. Do this at your nice kind of easy pace, and then do some strides afterwards. That's what I do. 5k, so I think today I did 21:25, so about 4:17 per k, something like that. And then I did some strides afterwards, just so I then feel, pardon me, feel burpy apparently. So I feel nice and springy when it comes to the race itself, and it just reminds the body that we are getting ready to run fast here. So yeah, that's what I like to do in terms of a shakeout the day before the race. And the third thing I mentioned was sleep. So I've read lots of studies about how important sleep is when it comes to racing, and actually, funnily enough, out of the 3 sleeps leading up to a race, so Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night is actually the least important of the 3. So you want to make sure that the Thursday and the Friday night are really tip-top sleeps. Saturday you still want to be a good sleep, but if that one kind of all goes tits up, for want of a better phrase, that is the better one of the 3 to kind of lose sleep in. So yeah, making sure that you're getting another good night's sleep is going to really lead you, kind of set you out ready for the next day, ready for the race, and make you feel energized, I guess. So guys, it's the big day. What are my 3 points for the big day, the race day? So obviously there are plenty more points I could give. I could give you endless amounts of things you need to do on the days before a race, but I've tried to break it down into the 3 most simple ones. So the first one is what time you're getting up. I like to get up at least 3 hours before the race. I think you need to give the body a chance to wake up, let all those metabolic processes start to begin, get that digestion going, get that blood pumping, get all those good juices flowing basically. The second is going to be making sure that you've fueled properly. So getting up and having a good breakfast, but not overeating. If you think having a big breakfast is going to fuel you ready for the run, you'll probably end up going to actually have half of it still left in your stomach undigested. It's going to make you feel heavy, it's going to give you stomach problems. So making sure you're having a nice, clean breakfast that you've had plenty of times before and you know you can digest it in time, ready for the race. And the third point is, of course, I've mentioned it before, electrolytes. Making sure that even once you wake up, it's really easy to dehydrate yourself overnight, especially if you're in a nice warm bed, nice warm duvet. You're almost like sweating a little bit. All those electrolytes are coming out in your sweat, and that is going to be very, very detrimental to your race. So making sure those 3 points, you really want to get those right. Not eating too much, making sure that you get up with plenty of time ready for the race, and making sure that you've got the electrolytes in your body to replenish those salt stores. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video, my top 3 points for each of the days leading up to the race. I have got some extra ones just to quickly mention for you, because you might be scratching your head going, well, he hasn't even mentioned X, Y, and Z, like, and he thinks he's a good runner. So I have got some extra ones for you guys. I made a whole list of my, you're not allowed to see that, of my routine going into a race. So yeah, we've got things like, I mentioned massaging, taper session, making sure that you stretch after all of your runs, because if you don't stretch, your muscles are going to be tightened, they're going to be shortened, and then you're not going to be able to run as quick, or that stride length is going to be limited, your movement's going to be limited. Meals, high carbs, I've mentioned that already. Don't neglect your fruit and veg. I think I've mentioned that already, because that's going to be packed full of those vitamins, those minerals that you actually need to kind of contract muscles and to actually kind of function as a human being, so don't neglect those. Listening to the body, so resting or easy running on the days before. If you feel like you can easy run, go for it, but don't neglect rest. Sleep, already mentioned that. Getting your protein in straight after any runs you're doing, right before the race. So I had park run this morning, protein was straight down the gullet pretty much as soon as I'd finished, just to start that recovery process as soon as I can. Just because you might think, oh, it's only 3 miles, it's only 5k, it's still going to tire you out. So make sure you get that protein in. Early lunch, a little bit of rolling and muscle gunning on that Saturday, but we're talking really, really light. Don't overdo it. And yeah, I think that's everything. So I hope you have enjoyed today's video, guys. Good luck to everyone racing this weekend. My wishes are being sent through the screen. It's a virtual good luck. So yeah, I'm at the Royal Parks half. You will already know the result of that if you wanted to by the time this video comes out, because I would have already raced. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed today's video, guys. Thank you for all the support in the recent vlogs. Sorry I've been super busy at uni, trying my best to balance life, balance running and whatnot. But thank you all for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share with your only buddies. It's free for you, and it means a lot to me. I've talked a lot in this video. I'll catch you in the next one. My Tesco shopping delivery's here. I've got to go.